What is going on, everybody? We are back again with the Daily Bone, and we got an electric episode for you today. We're talking Pudgy Penguins and how to trade their billion-dollar market cap meme coin, trading OTC at $5.6 billion and the best way to navigate the ecosystem. Clemente is here, thriving and surviving, looking like a bag of chips on this fine Monday morning. Look at that haircut. Sheesh! Let me tell you, my God. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's only a matter of time till this bean boy buys a bean again in the NFT market. And what other collections? I haven't checked the call sheet, by the way, so I'm just going off the cuff here. What other collections we'd be buying on the NFT market? Gary V's pump on Cool Cats, and what else he might pump next. Sig, Clemente, Ray, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. That was an amazing intro. I don't know if I can.
I'm just wiping the spit off my face, Ray. I don't know about you. I just feel like all this Easy's virtual spit just like came through the screen. It was so like full of energy, but I love it.
Here, I'm loaded up. I've got 3 Raposa coffees flowing through my blood. I have to drink 142 of them before April. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll tell you that much. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. I feel euphoric. The Memecoin trenches have absolutely chewed me up and spit me out the last 2 days. But aside from that, dude, I think I want to buy NFTs.
I don't.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's the concern. Dude, call me crazy. I think I want to buy Cool Cats. But not Cool Cats. I want to buy the Shadow Wolves.
Okay.
Dude,
it might be the most... I'm going very far down the risk curve on this one. Bro. Very far. Very far. Very far. In all seriousness, though, if I were to buy anything right now, I think Doodles go to 10 ETH. If NFTs are back, I think Doodles go to 10 ETH.
Yeah, we talked about that. I mean, like, they haven't had a token. Like, they seem like they're positioned with IP to do something. Like,
they haven't had a token yet.
Right. And, like, I think anybody, like, would be crazy not to launch a token. I can't even find Doodles here by volume.
No token yet.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like a clean 2x to me, like into the NFT bull. But I mean, then you have to lock up 4.5 ETH of capital for an extended period of time. But if you can do that with a 2x, I mean, feels like it could be worth it.
Gotta want to buy one.
I disagree. I think these go up for
that
sure.
Makes me so much more bullish
over time.
That you don't want to buy them.
I'm actually an NFT specialist. So put some respect on my name, first of all.
An NFT okay.
I'm an NFT specialist. I'm a sniper with NFT trades. I literally
what was the last trade you made?
Paper trade. Sappy Seals.
No.
I call these at 0.3.
Hey, when was the last time you clicked the button?
I have these fucking Mogoras that are down.
Oh yeah, NFT specialist, my ass, dude.
Sappy Seals. I mean, everything's pumped, so I can't really like. But these feel. We can talk about it more after the weather report, but NFTs right now feel like once this PENGU airdrop comes, once Abstract comes, Penguins are probably going to dump below 20 ETH, would be my guess. And I don't know how soon these projects are just going to launch tokens. Or if there is a project that launches a token that doesn't go well, that's not going to be necessarily bullish for the rest of the ecosystem, right? So like, how many times can you run the same playbook until it's people that are just following the playbook to extract more money, and then the playbook runs out of juice, versus NFTs being bought as a flex asset? So it kind of worries me a little bit that everyone's just buying these, like, percentage of NFT buyers in the last 7 days that have just bought an NFT because of anticipation of a token versus just buying it as like a collectible, or they believe in something or whatever. Like, I still think it's a little bit too early for that, but that's how I'm feeling about it right now.
Or Clemente, they're also buying it because a lot of people in the space, just to add to the other reason why people could be buying it, it's just because last week when you said Sappy Seals, I was like, that's actually a great call. And I said, Clemente's right, Sappy Seals is a buy. And I think there's a percentage of buyers out there who are like the 2021 class who loved buying NFTs. There has not been a good buying opportunity to really be in the NFT market outside of all the blur action we had earlier this year. And they just want to buy NFTs and they want the price to go up and not go down. And I think there's probably a good percentage of people who are like, oh, Clemente's right, and I'll just flip that from 0.7 to 1 ETH and get out. I think there's that slither who just want to buy NFTs for making money again.
The counter take is that people love NFTs, myself included. I like them more than meme coins, and we're waiting for strength in the market to start buying again, right? That's the counter example. And they've like just gotten beat down for like the last 2 years. And now they're like, okay, it feels like NFTs are showing strength again. I feel confident in buying. I'm rooting for NFTs to win. I want to make that clear, but it feels weird buying these things right now. At this stage in time, like Easy buying, saying he wants to buy Shadow Wolves is insane to me. That is the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard. Hey, you know what I want to buy? Robotos. That's what I want to buy now.
All right.
You know what's up 30% on the day?
All right.
Dead Fellas.
Hey, Dead Fellas token. A dead token. All these things are gonna, like, if we're buying things, let's just buy.
Like, I'll buy right now.
If we're saying
Peg bought up a doggo and a Dead Fellas 3 weeks ago, and it does feel good that they're up. That's how you time the market and the lows. That's when you buy. We've got a lot to talk about today. Before we jump into the weather report, we're going to thank the partner for today's show. We've got a nice little intro here from one of our good friends, Ellie.jpg.
Pizza Pets. Pizza Pets. The #1 pets.
Today's show is brought to you in partnership with Pizza Pets. Absolute fire by Ellie.jpg, taking our jingle and making a full-fledged edit there. We're going to talk about Pizza Pets throughout the show, but right now we're going to tell you the intro to their lore. So basically, we'll give you a little lore hit here from the Pizza Pets. We're going to play a small video here, basically introduces the game, and we'll talk about a little bit more about the mechanics later on the show. But here is their intro video, giving you a little heads up on what Pizza Pets lore is about.
We're losing too much business. Attention is control. I want total media domination.
Pizza Pets. Yeah, digital pets that need constant care. The ultimate mind control game.
I've got it. We make the most addictive game ever, and we will call them Pizza Pets.
But I just said that. Brilliant, sir.
You've outdone yourself. Yes, I have.
Breaking news. Ninja Alert's Core just launched their Pizza Pets game. And look at this line.
Steal my idea, will ya?
Genius idea.
Oh, you'll pay for this. I will make you all pay. Oh, my bagel bites are done. Yummers.
And that's the intro for Pizza Pets. Love their little animation. Love their the carefree style there. There's basically gonna be a battle here between the Ninja Alerts Corporation and Ralph, that black pizza ninja on a black sat, largest inscription of all time. We'll talk more about the mechanics of Pizza Pets later in the show. But if you got this airdrop of your Bodoggo, check your wallets. Game starts today at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We'll break down a little bit more after the weather report. Signal, how about we take it away?
Absolutely, Ray. Let's take it away on Monday, 16 December. Have you done all your shopping? I can tell you I have not. But looking at that crypto roundup, the majors are up on the day with Bitcoin just under 104K, Ethereum at 3,900, and Solana at $216. The leading top 100 coin was Virtual on Base, which is up almost 20% on the day to a 2.9 billion market cap. Over the past 24 our top 3 stories. Well, firstly, Binance announced they're going to be listing PENGU for spot trading tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Set your alarm clocks, because this comes as 3 Pudgy penguins sold for over 100 ETH yesterday. And Abstract announced their mainnet will go live next month. Up next, Bitcoin broke 106K yesterday and set a new all-time high. News also broke that Trump may declare a Bitcoin US reserve asset on his first day in office. He's getting in the trenches. And then lastly, Binance and Upbit listed Mocha versus Mocha token for trading. Mocha is also up over 140% on the day to 1.6 billion FDV. Mocha token is up 145% after being listed on Binance and Upbit. We are cooking all over the market. That is all for the weather report. It is back to you folks in the studio.
Excellent weather report, as always, Signal. I think I screwed something up at the end and basically had you read the same thing twice. That's on me. A lot of news today. A lot of interesting stuff going on. I think we're going to kick it off with the biggest news of the week with the PENGU token. So we're launching. Binance announced a 9 a.m. listing tomorrow. So when will this token actually launch, do you think, Easy? I heard you talking a little bit on your show.
8 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay, so you think 8 a.m. Eastern, and then the way I'm looking at this is it's an Ethereum claim. I'm sure that they're going to have some sort of like portal on their website where you basically connect the Solana wallet that links with the Ethereum wallet that is getting allocation. So I'm assuming some kind of mechanic like that will run out. We know that so far the Pudgies, Lil Pudgies, speculation on rods getting it as well. I've seen people saying rods may not be included. Rods might be included. And then we also have like community rewards being given out as well. If that happens tomorrow, that would be awesome. Luca basically confirmed that Elite Chads in the Abstract Discord will be getting an allocation. The way you got that role is you held a partner NFT. Bodoggos being one of those partner NFTs, we had all the alpha for you. We let you know in our Discord to get into that Discord, get that role, and sign up to get that allocation. So let's talk game plan, Easy. You're somebody who is going to be able to claim some of this with littles, right?
The small amount. I didn't fill out the stupid form, so I'm not getting any for the. Sorry, I'm trying to enter a private key here because I'm about to sweep the shit out of an NFT collection.
Absolutely love it. All right, we'll let Easy do that. So launch at 8 a.m. for claim. Sorry, go ahead, Clemente.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. Wait, go through the details and then I'll jump in.
Yeah, so we're thinking Easy's predicting an 8 a.m. claim. We got the 9 a.m. Binance listing. Like I'm thinking about like strategy and like what's going on in my mind, and I'm more curious about what's going on in Easy's mind. I'm not getting a large allocation here, so I'm probably just getting whatever the community allocation is. So like my thought process is, I want to capitalize on initial volume like we did with Magic Eden where we LP'd, but I'm probably not going to have enough token to like make that worth it with like getting in, getting out fees, etc. So I'm like debating if I'm buying spot early and then potentially taking that risk on that spot buy and LPing that with some additional SOL. So like my head's trying to figure out exactly what I want to do initially to like kind of maximize yield on the volatility that's going to happen early with this token. Clemente, what were you going to say?
Can you pull up the whales pre-market on the PENGU token? Am I mistaken in that this is trading at a $5 billion FDV?
All right, so we're looking at what, a 5-cent price, and total supply of PENGU is I don't think it's an even number, so I think it's like 8888, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at like 4.5 billion.
Yeah. So you're looking at 88 bill times.
Yeah. We're looking at a $4.5 billion FDV right now by whales, and it seems like there's a good amount of volume on this. I feel like this is a the consensus trade right now. Maybe I'm probably mid curving this, but the Pudgy token at 5 billion, I wouldn't buy it there. Like no shot. And I'm kind of playing the counter example on purpose because everyone is so bullish on this. A $5 billion FDV would put this above.
Number 4 meme coin.
Number 4 meme coin on day one. That feels high to me. That feels high.
Yeah, no
to me.
shit.
So I'm like, dude, well, I wouldn't buy it at 5 bill. I would maybe buy it at like 2, maybe 1. 1 I would buy, but like if you're buying this thing at 5
the best move here, you set up a one-sided SOL only LP and you farm and DCA into the farm. Into every airdropper dumping it. Pudgies have pumped 200 to 300% in the last month. So a lot of people are going to be trying to recoup cost out the gate. The other thing that I have a slight concern on, I think it's bullish because volume will be there and market makers with Binance. But now what's the next catalyst to send the coin higher? Now you need, quote, utility for the token to be a catalyst versus an exchange listing.
Okay, so
you
you're
have the
setting
number
up,
one exchange.
you're setting up
So
a,
call me. No, I'm going bid ask. I'm not even going. I want this. And I'm taking out 100% of the PENGU, only SOL, bid ask.
Can you explain that easy?
So what this is going to do, and it should actually be a SOL on the other side. SOL / PENGU versus PENGU SOL. Yeah, like that. So that's what I'd be looking at here. Because what this is going to do is as the token decreases in price, you're buying more of it.
Yeah.
So you're DCAing in with your heavier buys. And then, Ray, you can even scroll down. So this gets even crazier. So, Ray, that line right there, you're looking at a 50% retracement to buy in. If this opens at $5 billion, I'm doing a 50% retracement on that and buying all the way to $2.5 billion with heavier buys at 2.5.
okay. So this is how you're getting in essentially. And then are you going to open up a curve pool on like the spot price if it settles eventually? Or are you
I
just
would
gonna
like to, yeah.
Okay. So that's a strategy
Yeah, I would
there.
like to.
Yeah, so we're looking at app.meteora.ag right now. This is nice because not only do you get like good pools, but you also they haven't had their token drop yet. So you're basically double dipping here a little bit, getting some volume in to potentially earn their token. So if you're looking to buy and you don't want to buy at the initial price and you want to maybe like set a better price, like Easy's saying, you can use this. It's basically a DCA buy. Use the bid ask tool and you enter only SOL into the pool. So if you're doing this, you're basically turning your SOL into PENGU token as the price goes down. And you're buying at different levels as the price goes lower and lower. So you're buying a little bit of less immediately. And as the price keeps dropping, you're buying in a little bit more aggressively at each step.
Easy. For people who haven't done this before, like what do they need to be, like what do they need to know, which they probably don't know going into this, where they can lose money?
Oh, I mean, if this is your first time doing it, you're going to lose money.
Excellent.
Like that is the
That's good
nicest
news.
way to put that. Because this is like significantly more complicated than like what the usual flow is, I guess you could say. Like you're going one-sided liquidity pool here. So like this is way riskier because theoretically you could get bad fills and a bunch of other stuff, which is like inherently more difficult than if you were to just have like a liquidity pool on both sides. So by doing this, you're hoping to DCA in. But what could happen too is you could get bad fills or the price keeps going down. And now you're out of money. So say with this spread, 50% retracement off of whatever it opens at, you're getting in basically at like a $2.5 billion FTV at the bottom. If that goes there, like the bottom of your SOL range. If it goes down to $1 billion, you're down 60% on your money on the PENGU token because now what does?
But like if you're buying spot at market when it first launches,
You
you're
can
down
go
worse.
down.
You're down
Yeah,
worse.
exactly.
So
But
this
like people are going to be confused about how this makes them money. And they're wondering why the fuck they have 100% PENGU and are down 60%. Like what this is doing is DCAing for you. You could also set up a DCA on Jupiter or BullX, set a DCA order buy and just buy the same way and feel more comfortable. Because this is like slightly more complicated. You do earn fees. That's the big thing. But like if this is your first time, what I would do instead is just DCA. Set up a DCA on BullX. It's easier. You get the same effect.
So one of the things I'm thinking about as well, Easy, this is obviously because you've always got one of these like little tricks up your sleeve for being able to make even more money off these airdrops. But for the people who aren't going to be doing that or don't feel comfortable doing that, one of the things that has always like quietly surprised me is how well the Pudgy Penguin team executes when it comes to them launching anything, be that the Walmart toys or other previous stuff they've done. They've always sold out. And the way they've rolled out that campaign on Twitter has always led to like price appreciation. And obviously, you know, this month, like you said, we've seen this sort of 200 to 300% move up. And the fact is they've come out the gate and they have deliberately have a Binance listing and have announced that to the market. Right, which would have been a trick up their sleeve, but they've chosen not to do that. So Clemente, you were asking like, okay, or one of you was saying like, what's going to be the next catalyst event? It's just like, this has been so well orchestrated that for me, it doesn't feel like they come out with a Binance listing and then boom, just let the token do what they're going to do. I do think they have more marketing to come. And considering everything they've done in the last 3 years, there's so many different avenues for them to talk about this token, use the token, and incorporate into the Pudgy world. What that will do to the price action, I don't know if that means the price doubles from there. Probably not, considering like Clemente is saying, it's already coming out at 5 potentially. But it just feels like to play one of the strongest tricks, which is to say I have a major sex listing, and to do that and to do that the day before and not do it 1 week later or a couple of days later, it feels like there's something else to come. So I do think there's more catalyst events, but obviously that doesn't mean that the price will just, do like a meme coin move up. But the team have something cooking. The marketing on this and the orchestration to date so far has been pretty much flawless. One of the best in the space.
Yeah, I mean they're crushing, which is why the token's trading at a $5 billion FDV, 4.5 pre-market. I just think, objectively speaking, that feels a little high for me. And I feel like it's limited upside from there. I think expectations for that are pretty high. But yeah, we'll see. And it's been wild to see literally Pudgy single-handedly bringing back the NFT market right now. Seeing the level of NFTs that are pumping right now, NFTs that have not done anything, the team has not done anything for multiple years now, kind of seeing volume again is interesting. I was just looking at Blur and seeing some of these prices. It's wild. It's wild seeing a lot of these, and I'm not shitting. Can I just pull up a couple collections? I don't want to shit on them, but like these were almost at zero just less than a month ago. Alien Friends are like top 20 in volume. They're back up to 0.2, which is wild. Yeah, dude. And then Oni Force was at like 0.04. Now they're back up to 0.2. These have done a 5x. Like a lot of these were so illiquid and had such few listed that now they're just seeing insane volume again. Yeah. If you hold these right now, this is M. Ali said, if you hold these right now, this is a potential exit pump. But I feel like a lot of people are down on these and they're like, I'm not going to sell these. I'm still down 70%. But yeah, I mean, seeing basically everything in the green right now is absolute madness. It's pretty impressive. I would take the stance that it's a good exit pump for anyone that's been holding these for a while versus buying here.
Yeah, I think a lot of the smaller collections, you can definitely see that. But I mean, if we do see like a crazy NFT bull, like I feel like you could have entries here and basically people spraying for like, they're almost treat them like low cap meme coins where like you can get like a 10, 50x depending on what happens. I'd be looking at stuff that has like good IP and good by like, just like trying to make a judgment as much as you can on the PFP and not the team. Because I think you could see acquisitions on some of these in a market where there could be more funding coming towards crypto. You could see brands aligning. So there could be a lot of crazy stuff that happens, but I think it's going to be very tough, and you're probably going to lose more than you're going to win on a lot of these smaller collections. And everyone's talking about like potentially dumping the PENGU token, and like we're talking about the FTV. Like, okay, this is crazy. Maybe I'll take it at 50%. What happens? I mean, I guess there's really two questions here. What happens if like PENGU tokens get allocation to abstract A? And then what do we think abstract token even opens at, like looking forward a bit? I'd be curious to what your thoughts are on abstract versus PENGU in terms of like FTV.
I mean, I think abstract opens up significantly higher. Like it's a chain. I think chains obviously have more upside potential. Like that's the thing to me where I'm like, this is inherently more interesting. Like, there's just more opportunity on a chain for a farm. Like, dude, people always felt like Blast for being bad, but like you still could have printed money on it. You know what I mean? Like versus a coin that's a community coin, what is the catalyst? Is always my thought. Like, what drives that price action besides listings and speculation?
Yeah, definitely agree. So like as a chain, I mean, it's like it's so hard because I'm looking at market caps of like chains right now versus like, I mean, Pudgy launching at 5 bill essentially puts it at
Dude, it's insane.
It's pretty wild.
If this thing actually launched at 5 billion, that would be madness.
The thing is, it's like this is also like a low float, high FTV token, so it's hard to like you. It is like, you know, it would be technically number 4 in terms of meme coins, but I mean, only like what 30% ish or 40% ish is going to be like live at time of launch. So it'll still probably be like right around like maybe whiff in terms of like where it would end up sitting in terms of market cap. Yeah. So what are we looking at here?
This is the tokenomics.
I guess 50%. 50%. So you just slash the market cap or the FTV in half to get the market cap. So at 5, you'd be like 2.5 bill. So that puts it just below bonk in terms of.
Well, you add this 12% as well. I don't know what public goods mean or proliferation, but liquidity that gets added like that. That's unlocked right away, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be about 62%, 62 to like 70% unlocks right away.
So you're looking at like a 3, but so you're still sitting right there at that number 4 token overall, be above whiff in terms of circulating market cap on PENGU. And like, what's the like? Why do you own PENGU? You own it because it's a good meme. You own it because
I mean, you want price to go up. I think it's distribution, right? Like people will see this meme and they're like, oh yeah, I've seen this all over my Instagram. I've seen this, you know, toys. I've seen all this. Like, it's like, I almost think about it like, I'm exaggerating a little bit here, but like if Mickey Mouse had a token, right? And you're like, oh, I've seen Mickey Mouse everywhere. I'm going to just buy this token. It's like buy Disney saying, hey, we're going to launch a token. That's like, this is a new style of meme coin that we haven't really seen yet. The only comp I would say, right, is like, in terms of having a team behind it is like Bonk, right? Bonk has an actual team, corporate structure, all that stuff behind this token. And that has way less distribution, like literally doesn't even compare to the distribution that Pudgy has. So that's the bull case for it, is like Pudgy has way more distribution and IP than Bonk, and Bonk's at whatever, it's top 50 market cap token.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. Very interested. Yeah, because like you said, it is kind of its own thing. And it's like there is a little bit of like confusion and uncertainty with Abstract as well. Like Abstract's the utility. This is the meme side of it. Very smart play, like separating this into 2 tokens. I imagine that had they just had the Abstract token, like that FTV would probably be much smaller than the combined PENGU plus Abstract. So Pudgy is just getting extra rewarded from Luca. And then maybe you can look at that saying like, okay, well, Luca is like a mastermind of like rewarding, marketing, distribution. Holding that PENGU token is probably a good bet because he's continued to deliver on these assets.
And it also as well, it kind of depends where you're at. So the people who are only holding one asset, I always think that's the worst to hold. You either kind of want 0 or 2. Like if you hold 0, you just have FOMO. If you hold 2 assets, then at least you can make a decision there. One is like the worst place to be. But I also keep thinking as well, like as a token, obviously there's going to be sell pressure tomorrow, but for the people who don't hold it, it definitely feels like a token you want to hold over 2025. There's going to be moments where it absolutely sends, and there's going to be moments where it sells off pretty hard. But I just think the volatility of the token will allow for more opportunities in the same way, like, you know, holding, I don't know, Fartcoin has been one of the best holds of like the last quarter. I think this particular token will be like a test of time over the 4 quarters as we have this like bull cycle moment over meme coins. And that's another thing I like about PENGU. It doesn't seem to like, some people say it's a culture token, other people calling it like a meme coin token, but it seems to straddle both, which is a really strong place for it to be. I think it's really unique in its own positioning. And I like, if I didn't hold any, I would be buying some on a dip tomorrow. I think Easy's way of doing it is really, it's a really smart way, or selling, putting in limit orders, as he said. Or if you do hold some, like not selling all of it or, you know, either not selling all of it or holding it to see what happens in January for Abstract. But it definitely feels like if you have multiple Pudgies selling into this like hyper period before tomorrow, when it's all speculation, seems to have been the move. And this weekend also we saw the rare Pudgies selling for over, I think it was over 100,000. Over 100,000. No, more than that. Sorry, over $500,000.
It was 500K.
So sorry, it's sold for over 500,000. So when I see someone like Cyrus do those kind of moves, which I saw him do in 2021, it's that moment of pure like hype that you just want to get out, take your bag, and then let the dice fall where it does for the other assets for the other assets that you're holding in the ecosystem. I think this is the moment to be selling into if you have multiple Pudgies, because you're not going to get this moment again. After tomorrow, things start getting priced in, and then the volatility will be high, but it will obviously decrease over time. So for me, this feels like a good day if you have multiple assets to sell, and then keep some of the token in the bag.
Yeah, I like Cyrus's text with his mom here. You can buy a lot of cute things for 500K. I thought that was a nice little.
Dude, he printed like 400K on that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Insane.
You got that from a default, right? A loan default.
Yeah.
Damn.
Loan
before we
default
jump
for
on-
100, sold it the next day for 5.
Cyrus is a savage when it comes to like selling into the hype. He's so good at timing these moments. So like when you see these kind of like traders doing these things, it's a big ass like sign of this is the frothiest it's going to be. And if you're thinking about exiting, this is the moment to be doing it, because it's not going to be tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Before we move on, we're gonna thank today's sponsor of the show again one more time. We got a second Pizza Pets jingle remix.
Pizza Pets, the #1 collectible in your pocket. Hide being after the kids, hide the Dippersons, wine attracted a kid. Pizza Pets, the #1 collectible in your pocket. Hide being after the kids, hide the Dippersons, wine attracted a kid.
Love Pizza Pets. Love the creativity shown by our community. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Pizza Pets ecosystem right now. Their website's live. You can view all your pets. Here are all mine. I've got 3 tabs worth. I've got 17 of these bad boys all jumping around here. There's 11 different egg types. You can view them all on their website. You can select all. You can do all kinds of different things with them when you do your feeding. Makes it nice and simple. You can feed your pets different items. Pizza gives a heart. Beer gives 2 hearts, but he might poop a little bit more. You have all kinds of performance-enhancing drugs. You can give it weed, cocaine, coffee, steroids. You can alter its state.
What?
Yeah, LSD, DMT, ketamine, Molly. Absolutely, yeah. So like all these things have different effects. You can give it cocaine. It's not going to lose hearts anymore, but it dies after 3 days unless you give it some milk. Milk removes the effects of any drugs that you may have given your pet. You give it some coffee, steroids. These all have different effects on how your pet grows, evolves, stays alive. And then you have these state-altering drugs. So evolution is part of the game. Your pets evolve over time, but you can adjust their evolution rates with some of these state-altering drugs. So essentially, DMT gives you a 51% chance to evolve immediately or die. So your pet might just immediately die if you feed it DMT, but it also might evolve. So
we're coin flipping like a motherfucker, dude. I'm ripping DMT on my Pizza Pet every day. Every day.
Yeah, so we're going to have some fun there if you want to move it past, because once you get to the immortal stage, you no longer need to feed it. It's immortal. You don't need to feed it anymore. So once you get to that stage, it is then, locked into the blockchain. You don't have to worry about keeping it alive. Otherwise, you're going to have to play around with some of these different mechanics, keep it alive, have it evolve. Lots of cool stuff. You can look at the inscription directly here. There's going to be a little bit of music here that they have on their pets. A little bit of music there on your pet, your animation. It gives you all the instructions on the game, directly on the ordinal. Tells you what all the different foods and drugs do. Links you to the website. You can see your pet's stats, see what's going on. They have weaknesses. So there's going to be some sort of PvP in this game that hasn't been released yet, but we do have a little bit of weakness here. So you have to make sure that your pet's going to be able to survive that. And I think we're going to hear more about that when the game launches today at 11 o'clock. You get the history on your pet. You can download images, download the video, download just the image. You can do all kinds of cool things. They've been absolutely crushing it on the Ordinals front in terms of tech. We love Pizza Pets. We want to thank them again for being our partner for today's show. That being said, why don't we just go right over to Ordinals and Runes?
Oh,
yeah, so last one day down across the board, which is kind of scary on Ordinals. 7 day down across the board. I kind of talked about this. Like everyone was talking about Ordinals would be getting liquidity from Magic Eden. Everyone was saying like Runes would be getting liquidity from Magic Eden. I looked at all the different runes. And I was like, yeah, I bet there's a pretty good chance that they don't see immediate liquidity. We're going to see like a 50% retrace on many of these. And like, honestly, that's kind of been what we've seen. Like we're almost like a 50% retrace on billion dollar cat. So there's going to be entries here on runes. I think liquidity does flow here eventually, but like right now they're just getting absolutely cooked in the face of meme coins running and NFTs running. So Ordinals falling behind generally, like it's nice to like see the FOMO on ETH and Sol, but like that's not the time to buy ETH and Sol. So I'm looking at Ordinals right now for entries potentially. Bitcoin puppets are getting down 0.15. I think they're at 0.25 on their last pump. I think Bitcoin puppets around 0.1 is interesting. Node monkeys around 0.1 is interesting. I'm also interested in quantum cats. They're actually getting pretty close. 0.15, I consider grabbing a cat. I think there's going to be some interesting things here. But down right now. Hopefully they continue to go down to give me a better entry. But I don't know what your thoughts are on Ordinals here, Clemente. I know you've been in and out and at least paying attention to this ecosystem.
Yeah, I mean it's weird seeing the strength in the ETH and Sol NFT ecosystem and it not trickling over to Ordinals. That tells me, for me, it tells me that this is mostly based on airdrop speculation, that people are buying a lot of these collections versus it being like a classic collectible play, which it usually is on the Ordinal side. I want to be, I'm a perma rune bull actually. Am I buying here? No, I just long-term hold these. I think it's interesting, but I mean, it's wild seeing Bitcoin's at $106,000, 105, and runes are just
higher.
not moving. Runes are just not moving straight up. Everyone said that this were the runes people were wrong. The runes were a beta play on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pumping in the last 30 days. It's literally outgaining probably most, if not all, runes other than Dog Go to the Moon. But yeah, that's not good. I mean, Bitcoin looks good. Bitcoin looks, what I wanted to get easy thoughts about this morning was the Sol BTC pair. Solana showing some weakness versus Bitcoin in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Easy, and I wanted to get your thoughts on what's going on there.
Yeah, one sec. Let me pull up a chart right now, and we can get smacking on the Solana pair. So actually, I still have my fibs drawn from when we've talked about this before. So this is ETH, of course. ETH still looks like it's bound 441 here. Not bad. But the Solana pair is looking like it will test $200. Looks like it will test $200. Range bound with a nice little descent that we've got. So until we can break back over that trend line, it does look like it's descending. Like, it's not a bad chart, though. I do think we get back here, right around this previous breakdown and right around where we broke out. So that is sitting at 204. So give me 204 on Sol. I wouldn't be too mad about it. I think that that's pretty straightforward when it comes to like the actual market. Order book still looks good here. A lot of buys sub 215. The big thing too is like you finally have ETH dominance looking decent. And we now officially just broke out of that one fib at 104. So Bitcoin closes here. It's clear skies to 140 euphoric run up. Like, call me crazy, but like we could just, this is approaching the blow off top scenario that I've been speculating we get for a little bit of time now. So officially, if we can close above this, if we want to do some doodles here, I'd expect like up, down through Christmas, chop, 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 up.
Easy, what's going on with Sol though? Like, why is it lagging, do you think, so much? I mean, obviously it had a huge run, so it would make sense for it to slow down, but it seems as if as Ethereum.
So Sig, do you see where we started here in 2024? Just curious. Yeah, it's only up about 100%. 100x, sorry. 10x off of this. Like, yeah, you know, like from $20 down here, $40 all the way up to 260 is not too bad for the year, I would say. But look at this move we just had. So this move is identical to what we just got here. Take a look at this. You have upward move right here, retrace, and even this, like you have euphoric move here, retrace down, back up to another move higher. And we're getting the same move here. Upward trajectory, just like this. So like when you look at the chart, this circle, let me get rid of the smaller circle. That circle lines up, in my opinion, with what we got here. And then you have downline here, downline here. Even this circle could even be higher. That's the crazy part. Like this could be up here. You have just a massive move, massive move from the entire summer, which Sol was the only thing running that hard. Like think about that. ETH didn't move. Bitcoin was still trading at like 70, 80K. And you had this move wicked aggressively similar to the start of the year before a retrace and then a grind higher. So if we were testing down, maybe you get a test down here, test, and that's when we get that breakout, that final breakout up towards this line. Like that's kind of, when you look at this downward, up, down, up, I'd say down, up, down, up. That's how I look at it.
So do you think Sol as an alt has had its move and all the other alts are going to have their move now?
Yeah, I think so. That's why like I'm significantly longer AVAX near an FTM. Like I'm still holding Sol because I think we get up to this 360 and inevitably we get up to the right here, like the 480 line is what I'm looking at. I think we can get there. But right now I'm looking at those two moves that are kind of setting up, in my opinion, for a move up towards 362. So you have this early move from the start of the year through January, December, January, the start of the year. Similar move that we just got now, and now we're just waiting to break out. So like charts repeat themselves. I think this one's pretty clear that it is, and we're getting this same pullback pattern right here after that move up. Very similarly moves up and then pull back. Not terribly surprising, and then we should break higher, especially because this previous consolidation kind of ranged.
Yeah, no, I like that. Look, to be honest, like I agree with you. Like Sol has had such a big move already this year. It feels as if like it's gonna be way harder for it to push further up from here. But I like the alts that you've been talking about last week as a way of like diversing away from Sol. So you're not just keep adding to your bag at like 200 and going for stuff that hasn't run. So it just feels like other alt season for other alts that we've been talking about. Well, you've been talking about still need to have their run here. But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's been on an absolute tear, like 106, and no one's even talking about it. It's just like, you know, Trump and the way he's been talking about what he wants to do with crypto. It just feels as if he wants to make the crypto market go up as much as he made the stock market go up in his previous presidency, and it's going to be a real focus for him.
Liberty Financial is buying Link, Aave, and Ether.
Ondo.
I think is it EtherFi? What is it?
Ondo.
That's what it is?
Yeah, Ondo hit a new all-time high after World Liberty Financial bought. Ondo's like an RWA, like they tokenize like treasuries. 2.
Oh, so that makes sense. Yeah, but like honestly, call me crazy. Chainlink is really interesting here. If the about to be sitting president of the US is aping this with size. Like, why would I not buy the same thing he's buying? You know, like that's just kind of what I look at. I'm like, this becomes very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Pull up Aave and Ondo too. I'm curious to see if they have the same similar moves.
Yeah, all are up about 5% today.
Jesus.
Insane moves up. And what's the other one? Ondo?
Yeah, ONDO.
Yeah, same thing. They're all just straight up.
Ondo is the most recent one.
Ignore that.
Most recent one he bought. I mean, it's still like a 2x off
the lows. Dude, this thing was 70 cents, 60 cents at the start of November.
Damn.
This thing's up 3x, 200%.
Yeah, I mean, anything that involves DeFi and like all of these big RWAs, I think is going to be interesting. I think they're gonna. It seems like they're setting up a world where tokenizing real world assets is going to be huge, and the like legal framework around it is going to be more simple and clear. I mean, I saw the article by Tyler Durden saying like Trump may implement Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset on day one of his presidency. Like they are really pumping this. Like his family's pumping it, he's pumping it. I don't like. I mean, Bitcoin is at 106, but I feel like people just don't understand like the craziness that happens if the U.S. starts becoming a public buyer of Bitcoin.
Bro, everyone else has to compete. There's X amount of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The more I look at this shit, the more I'm like, if the upcoming sitting president of the U.S. is deploying capital into the crypto markets, and you're still saying that the crypto markets are a scam, you've lost the plot. Like, you've completely lost the plot.
Right. I mean,
on that note, you were saying like if all these play out, like the bull case does happen, right? And they start, like the US starts publicly buying Bitcoin, right? You've been kind of saying that you're going to be out of, like, sell most of your crypto bags, your long-term bags in May. Would, if that scenario starts playing out, is that still what you plan on doing?
100%. 100%. Like, why not? Think about it, dude. Like, yeah, I can miss the final move up. Cool. But like, it's like, I want to allocate, I've said it, that I want to end up picking up 4 more Bitcoin by swapping Sol to it. But I don't care if I miss that like insane move higher. Like, I do not care. I have a price target in mind. I have the USDC that I want to hit the bank account. And that's possible if it hits those targets or that time frame, because I think that's where the targets will be, around that time frame. I'm not going to differ from the plan. Every time I've differed from the plan, it's gone poorly. And when I've stuck to the plan, it's worked out. So like, I'm just at a point where I'm like, why the hell would I not want to stick to the plan? You know, like, I don't know. That's just where my brain goes right now, is like, I really don't want to deal with like chasing, I guess. And I'd much rather like figure out a way to just hit these numbers and be content with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Switching gears a bit, there are a number of big catalysts coming up over the next few days, but one that's interesting is, I think, is going under the radar, is Avalanche's new launch of 9,000, which goes live today. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to this. We partner with Avalanche, but this is super interesting in terms of like developers jumping onto AVAX. So basically, what this allows like new developers, new teams to do is like spin up L1s cheaper. And then all these L1s have like interconnected liquidity. So you can spin up an L1. You don't have to worry about the fragmentation problem that other L1s and L2s may have, because you have to basically bridge onto that chain and your assets are all siloed. You can now access liquidity across chains. I think Avalanche is an interesting play here with gaming coming up. I don't think we've seen it like the gaming pump. We've been waiting that for a number of years. We've had meme coins to cycle. NFTs look like they're heating up. Gaming seems like it could be something that's in the future. Avalanche is huge with gaming. We played some Shatterline the other day, had a ton of fun playing that game. But looking at a number of these like improvements with Avalanche and the ability for developers to jump in and launch, I mean, it just feels like a no-brainer. So that's coming out today. Something I'm watching. I know the other guys are watching that as well. Other quick hitters before we jump into the next topic, we saw ETH ETFs hit a new record for weekly inflows last week. We talked about this on Friday's show. Over $900 million of inflows. Hyperliquid's had a new monthly volume high for December, and we're only halfway through the month. Clemente, I believe, is getting a tattoo on his butt cheek of the Hyperliquid logo at this point, having made that bet when Hyperliquid was $12. Clemente, what are your thoughts on Hyperliquid? I would love to hear more.
Dude, I still don't know what it is, by the way. As far as,
so wait. Do you remember Easy's face on the show on Friday with all the water all over it?
Yeah,
that's essentially Hyperliquid.
What does that mean?
Think about it.
Hyperliquid. I went to the tattoo parlor actually yesterday or 2 days ago just to do an initial consultation. Tattoos are expensive. I'm like, what, dude? They were like, tattoos.
How much did you think they were?
Tattoos starting at $20. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come in here to see what's going on. And the tattoos that were $20 are literally this big, and it's like a clover. You can get a clover for $20. Anything, if I want to get a custom like logo, the Hyperliquid logo, and have it be any sort of size, $27. What is this thing, dude? What the hell? How is this thing still pumping? This is some inside. This is some weird shit going on here, dude. I'm gonna call it out for what it is. There's some weird shit going on up in here.
Hyperliquid, novel L1 layer. It's basically perps and decks on an L1. They're doing their own pump fun stuff. I'm seeing people talk about hype.pump or something, or hype.fun. There's pump fun tokens launching on this. People are doing leverage bets. $27. I believe 100% of this was airdropped to the community. I think you called it. I believe you called it. Where were we? When Hyperliquid was like $12, right around here. You said if it goes to 20, I'm tattooing.
Yeah.
Over a 2x from there.
Certainly not ideal.
Still in effect. I still haven't used Hyperliquid. I feel like I should have. I keep saying it's a top. Why am I jumping in now? I'm everyone's exit liquidity, but it just continues to go up.
Yeah, but I'm like, I still wouldn't. I would. There's no shot I would buy that here, and it's the sign that it's going to go higher.
Yeah, it's 100% what's going to happen. I'm not touching this at 27 FDV, 27 bill FDV. Not touching it here. It's still going to go higher. I'm still not going to touch it. I think that my capital is next going to rotate into abstract chain farming. I think that's where my free capital is going to go next in terms of a chain. It's not going to go into Hyperliquid.
Yeah, hard for me to know. Easy, what are you typing over there, dude? You wanna? This guy's just mashing his keyboard. You got to get like a muffler on that thing.
No, you have to know that I'm in the fucking zone.
What are you sweeping? Have you swept the NFT yet? Are you still working on it?
I pivoted and did something else instead.
Love to hear it. In terms of deploying capital?
Yeah. Yeah. I've deployed substantial capital today. I've also bridged a ton of money to base.
Base. Okay, so let's talk about upcoming launches. I wanted to talk about that. I heard you talk about auras on base launching today. What's your play there?
That's what I moved money to base for. That it's AI agents based on social media characters, and you can basically buy their auras on base. So you're buying shares of it. Think Friend Tech meets AI agent. So the team behind it is very interesting in my opinion. Knowing who's behind it, I'm kind of excited about that. And I just think that this has the opportunity for something like verticals, which went crazy, and the like AI XBT and all that other bullshit. So I'm just not going to be late to another opportunity like that. Like I made decent money on verticals and some of the stuff over there, but I could have made significantly more. So now I'm like, okay, what ways can I position myself to capitalize on something like this? So yeah, that's what I've been bridging funds and moving funds because I don't hold any money on ETH. So I had to take a quick flight to Mexico to use a VPN to then bridge funds from the Solana chain to the Ethereum chain, specifically ETH on base. But yeah,
when does it launch?
Sorry,
today.
is it when you say it's like Friend Tech, do you mean in the buying experience? So because remember Friend Tech was like a bonding curve where the later you were, the higher the price share. Is that going to be exactly the same?
Yeah, so that's what it sounds like it's going to be. Like, that's not chat rooms and all this other shit that you have to like deal with. A user can sign up, create their account on it, and then create an AI agent that's trained on your Twitter data. Then basically what happens is users have the ability to interact with that agent and buy auras of that agent, which is like instead of meme coins, you're buying the user's AI token from it.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
you're gonna make your own
play.
So you're gonna make your own
agent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. 100%.
Interesting.
100%. Like speed running. I want to be one of the first ones on it. Like I just want that thing to gigapump out the gate. It's the same thing.
And
like
you make
Tech,
royalties. Like, the creator makes royalties from it.
I think so. Like I was reading into it. And I'm pretty sure there's some kickback on it, or you get some exposure to the Aura shares. Which if I get the Aura shares, I'll just dump them like I did with the Friend Tech thing, and buy on secondary so that I can actually trade it. Token does not launch today. No. So they have teased that there's a token, which is the thing. It says in the future, you'll be able to interact with agents via Aura. So it's all this interacting with the agents on the platform. I don't believe it creates a secondary Twitter for it. It's all just in the app, which like makes me more interested in that. But yeah, so I'm just like, if AI agents are hot, base is hot with verticals, and it gives you some form of social dynamic that has an airdrop that you can quickly farm. Because from what I've been able to gather information-wise, we should get that this year. So it's all this quick turnaround. So it's like I'd rather just be active on this while like quote the Memecoin trenches are kind of quiet.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I may follow you in. Also, we have Island Token dropping tomorrow.
Yes. Also very excited about that personally. Dude, they've been doing a bunch of stuff. So you have PENGU tomorrow, Island Token in 2 days. Island Token's the 18th. Oh no, it is the 17th. It's the 17th. Yeah, so I saw that 20 hours ago. So yeah, that's tomorrow as well. So yeah, there's like both of those things tomorrow I think are going to provide decent liquidity options. And I think with the focus being on PENGU, Islands could go under the radar as a decent play. Because like everything that they've done, huge community rewards. We've seen good community rewards from Hyperliquid. So if you lean heavier on the community side, that's where I'm like, this is way more interesting. Honestly, it's like how I'm trying to find ways to get exposure to like more ecosystem style plays. So that's why like that Aura token's interesting. It's why Nifty Island's interesting. And then I guess I could leak the NFT that I didn't buy, but I think is going to just fucking send here in the next 30 to 60 days. It's parallel avatars. Parallel avatars.
Yeah, love that.
Why do you think they're going to send?
So there's this application that they have called Wayfinder. And I've been lucky enough to use it and see it teased when I was in Singapore. The Twitter's at AI Wayfinder, the Wayfinder Foundation. This guy Kalos, the Twitter account is at Temple Crash, has been tweeting about it and showing its use case. It's omni-chain, and it's an AI agent that lets you interact on chain. You can set price target reminders, you can launch tokens, you can set up dynamic buys and sells. There's a million different things that you can do just by simply talking to it. Like when I was with him, he set up a DCA on a whiff based on PopCap price alerts and if it was trailing by more than 20%. Like it was all these crazy variables to basically be like, if this thing's lagging, buy it over this amount of time and stop buying if it hits this target and set this sell. So you just like automate it completely and it does all these on-chain interactions for you. And then like 30 seconds later, he was like, launch a token with a 3 billion supply and provide 5 SOL of liquidity into the pool. And it just automatically did it. I was like, this is crazy. Like, how does any of this work?
This is going to be how retail can interact with the blockchain in normal language. I think that they've been building this for a long time. A lot of the AI stuff you're seeing popping out now that people are hyping up is stuff that like developers are just taking like advantage of the narrative and throwing some things that sound buzzwordy together. But Prime and Parallel and Wayfinder and specifically have been building for like a year now plus.
It's like almost 2 years. And the thing is, you can stake Prime token. It locks you up for multiple years to get access to the token for Wayfinder called Prompt. And like when Prompt launches, in 100% truthfulness, I want to full port my entire bag into Prompt out the gate. I think it becomes the biggest AI coin in the entire market.
I agree.
Like no hesitation.
I agree. Coming up on an hour, we're going to fire through one of our favorite weekly segments. We're going to quickly recap last week's Memecoin Monday. Signal takes the top again, up $200 on the initial $300 investment. Easy. Second place up 112, both on the back of Fartcoin. Fartcoin did a little bit more than a 2x since the last show. I'm down $12. Clemente's down about $50. He went all over the blockchains. He took Gizmo, Cock Inu on Avalanche, and Chill Guy. I still can't break positive in this game. I can't do it. I cannot solve the 1 week hold meme coin trade. Signal continues to crush it. Absolutely crush it. But yeah, so this game, we basically take 3 meme coin picks, put $100 in each of them and see where we end up in the following week. Signal, how about we kick it off with you as the leader? We're going to do a little golf rules here. So as the leader, you're going to continue to be making your picks first so we can maybe have a chance of even catching up with you. It's been
yeah, I think this week's going to be a tough week. I think we're going to see a rotation as money goes into PENGU. I think stuff's going to sell off quite hard on other stuff. I think this week's quite a tough one to pick, especially because PENGU is not even out yet. But for I'm going to stay in the AI corner. I'm going to continue with Fartcoin. That's a bit of a risk. I'm going to go with MOG as my second. And then I'm going to go as the last one. I'll do PopCap.
All right, Signal with Fartcoin, MOG, and PopCat. Clemente, what are you feeling? How you feeling?
Well, after that last week, I had a pretty terrible. In terms of picks for this week, Signal, what'd you pick one more time? Sorry.
Fartcoin, MOG, and PopCat.
Fartcoin looks good. Didn't Fartcoin flip GOAT last week?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday.
Briefly, yeah. I think
Fartcoin looks fantastic. Everybody farts. 800 mil.
Everybody
farts.
farts.
Holy shit. Pretty insane. Okay. I'm gonna mix it up this week. I'm gonna go Retardio at 90 mil. I'm gonna go Mr. Miggles at 96. And I will go with I'm gonna go Mother Token.
Mother Token.
Mother Token. Hit me.
You took a lot of heat calling Mother Token an initial scam on the timeline. I saw that happen.
Yo, come on, mother.
All right, I'm gonna go with Prime. Prime, looking at that chart after Easy talked about it, has been flat for a bit. I'm gonna go Prime. I'm gonna go Blast. We're gonna go Blast token
Oh
here.
my God,
Ooh.
Ray.
I think
Is
we're
that
gonna
a
see
meme
this.
coin?
I think
Yeah,
we're
that's-
gonna see some sort of
The
rotation.
fuck? It's like, yeah,
here.
let me go with Ethereum. Let me go with ETH on base. And let me go with Arbitrum. Dude,
I'm gonna go with
Blast?
USDT.
We are going
Yeah, I
with
think
Blast.
USDT depegs and goes to $3. Give me SGD, the Singaporean dollar stable coin. And fuck it, give me XRP.
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
And then for the last one, we're gonna go with Flog. So we're going Blast Prime.
Oh, I was gonna take
Flog.
Flog.
Both on healthy retraces. I think Blast sees some action. People are going to look to what the next airdrop catalyst is, what's going to happen. Blast is coming, I believe, with some updates sometime in December. So I'm taking a bet that it's going to be sometime this week. So we'll see.
Mobile app.
All right. My turn.
Yes.
All right, give me Pengu.
No, you
Pengu.
can't take those, dude.
Sure. So you're taking
No, I
Pengu
want-
at Whales market price.
No, I want one of the scam Pengus because I think it gigapumps just off the back of it. Give me. All right, in all seriousness, give me. Oh God, I don't actually know. Give me goat. Give me goat. I want goat.
All right, so
Goat.
you got Goat at 700 mil.
Give me goat. Yep, give me goat. I like goat. Give me Miggles. I think we're gonna get some nice base rotation here. I like my boy Miggles up 6% today. He's looking strong. That ugly fucking cat. Man's looking strong. Damn, this thing giga pumped a couple days ago. What the
Cat's
fuck?
so ugly, dude.
So ugly, but so great, dude. I love Miggles. He's just a good cat. Just a good cat, let me tell you. All right, yeah, give me Miggles, give me Goat. And then for the third pick, give me Cock Inu on AVAX.
All right. Cock Inu making an appearance 2 weeks in a row on Memecoin Monday. Clemente taking last week, down on it. Easy taking this week, probably going to be up on it. All right, breaking it down. I got Blast Prime and Flog. Easy's got Goat, Miggles, and Cock. Signal has Fartcoin, Mog, and Popcat. Clemente has Retardio, Miggles, and Mother. Excellent A+ tokens for this week. Excited to see what's going to happen with this game. Hopefully, I break out and get into the positive for the first time. But that's going to wrap it up. We want to thank the partner for today's show, Pizza Ninjas, Pizza Pets, one more time. Check your wallets if you won this.
Pizza Pets, the #1 collectible in your pocket.
Well, thank them one more time. Check your wallets. Check out pizzapets.fun if you need to feed your pizza pets. Check them out on Magic Eden, available on all major marketplaces. That's going to do it for today's show. You can catch us on all major podcasting platforms, Spotify, Apple. Watch us on YouTube. Check out our graphics. See all of the cool videos we're pulling up and all of our charts. Hope you all have a great day. Enjoy your Monday.